Hi everyone and welcome back. It's Betty here and I'm so excited you're joining me for today's video. Before we get into today's topic, make sure to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below telling me where you're watching from. I love seeing where my amazing audience is from. Now, let's dive in. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your knees groan in protest? Or maybe you've noticed that walking up a flight of stairs leaves you more winded than it used to? If so, you're not alone. As we age, our bodies change, sometimes in ways that catch us off guard. But what if I told you there's one simple exercise that could predict how long and how well you'll live after 70? And even better, what if mastering this exercise could add years to your life? Now, you might be thinking, I've tried exercises before, and they just leave me sore. But here's the thing. This isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. In fact, it's something you do every single day without even realizing it. And research shows that how well you perform this movement is a powerful indicator of your overall health, mobility, and even your lifespan. So what is this magical exercise? It's the simple act of sitting down and standing up, without using your hands. That's right. Scientists call it the sit-to-stand test, and studies have found that seniors who struggle with it are at a much higher risk of frailty, falls, and even early mortality. But don't worry, today, I'll show you exactly how to improve your score, boost your strength, and add more vibrant years to your life. Why sitting and standing matters more than you think. Let's break this down. Every time you sit or stand, you're using your legs, core, and balance, all critical for staying independent. If you need to push off with your hands or rock forward to get up, it's a sign your muscles are weakening. And weak muscles don't just make daily tasks harder, they increase your risk of falls, which are the leading cause of injury-related deaths in seniors. Think about it, if you can't get out of a chair easily, how will you react if you trip? Or if you need to get up quickly in an emergency? This isn't about vanity. It's about survival. The good news? It's never too late to improve. Even small changes can make a dramatic difference. Here's how to check where you stand, literally. Find a sturdy chair without arms, like a dining chair. Sit comfortably, then cross your arms over your chest. Now, stand up without using your hands, knees, or leaning forward. Could you do it smoothly? If yes, that's fantastic. If not, don't panic, we'll fix it together. Now, try this, time how many times you can sit and stand in 30 seconds. A healthy score for seniors is at least 10 to 12 reps, less than 8. It's a red flag that your muscles need attention. But here's the best part, improving your score is easier than you think. Simple exercises to build strength, starting today. First, let's work on your sit-to-stand technique. Start by scooting to the edge of the chair, feet flat and slightly apart. Lean your chest forward over your toes, like you're about to stand, then push through your heels to rise. Lower yourself back down slowly, don't just plop. Aim for 3 sets of 5 reps daily. Over time, you'll notice less reliance on your hands and more control. Second, add seated leg lifts. While sitting, straighten one leg and hold for 5 seconds. Alternate sides. This strengthens your quadriceps, the muscles that power your standing motion. Do 10 reps per leg daily. You've started working on your sit-to-stand technique, that's fantastic. But here's something I've learned after helping thousands of seniors with this exercise. Most people are making a few critical mistakes without even realizing it. And these mistakes don't just slow progress, they can actually make the problem worse over time. Today, I'll show you exactly what to watch out for so you can build strength safely and effectively. Mistake number 1, rushing the movement. The first mistake I see all the time? Trying to stand up too fast. Now, I get it, when you're frustrated with your body, you might want to power through. But here's the problem, when you rush, you're likely using momentum instead of muscle. That means your legs aren't getting stronger, you're just finding clever ways to cheat. Here's the fix: slow down. Take a full 3 seconds to stand up, and 3 seconds to sit back down. This controlled motion forces your muscles to do the work. Think of it like lifting weights. If you swing them around, you're not building strength. Same principle applies here. Try this today. Count 1, 2, 3 as you rise, pause at the top, then 1, 2, 3 as you lower. You'll feel the difference immediately. Mistake number 2, holding your breath. This next mistake is so common I can almost guarantee you're doing it right now without realizing. When you go to stand up, do you hold your breath? Most of us do. But here's why that's dangerous. Holding your breath spikes your blood pressure, which can be risky if you have heart concerns. Plus, oxygen fuels your muscles. You're literally cutting off their power supply. The simple solution? Breathe out as you stand, breathe in as you sit. Say whoosh as you push up. It sounds silly, but it works. This one change will give you more stability and protect your heart. Try it with me now. Sit tall, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale with a whoosh, stand up. Feel how much smoother that is. Mistake number 3, letting your knees collapse. Now, let's talk about your knees. When you stand, do they buckle inward like a newborn giraffe? We've all been there. This happens when your outer hip muscles are weak, and it's a recipe for knee pain and falls. Here's a quick test. Stand in front of a mirror and watch your knees as you sit and stand. If they cave in toward each other, we need to fix that today. The secret? Press your knees outward as you stand, like you're trying to show the world the insides of your knees. This engages your glutes and protects your joints. For extra help, place a small pillow between your knees and squeeze it lightly as you stand. Do 5 reps like this daily, and you'll build life-changing stability. Advanced tip: the magic chair technique. Now, for those of you thinking, I still need my hands sometimes, how do I stop? Here's my favorite trick: lower your chair height gradually. Start with 2 thick books under each leg of your chair. After a week of success, remove 1 book. Keep going until you're at normal chair height. This progressive method rebuilds strength safely. One of my 78-year-old students went from needing armrests to standing unaided in just 6 weeks using this. You're doing such important work by fixing those common mistakes. I can practically hear your muscles thanking you. But here's something fascinating I've discovered after decades in senior fitness. What you do outside your exercise time matters just as much as the exercises themselves. Today, I'll share the 3 game-changing habits that helped Martha, an 82-year-old viewer, go from needing a walker to walking 2 miles daily. And trust me, the 3rd one will surprise you. Habit number 1, the 2-minute mobility ritual. Every morning before breakfast, Martha does this simple routine. While holding onto the kitchen counter, she lifts one knee slightly and writes the alphabet in the air with her toes. Then she switches legs. Sounds too easy to make a difference, right? But here's why it works. This wakes up the tiny stabilizing muscles in your ankles and hips, the very muscles that prevent falls when you're standing up from chairs. Do this while your coffee brews, and within weeks, you'll notice standing feels smoother. Pro tip: if balancing is tough, start seated. The key is consistent daily movement, not intensity. As Martha says, it's not about how high you lift, but how often you try. Habit number 2, the protein timing trick. Now, here's a fact that shocked me when I first learned it. After 70, your body needs 30% more protein just to maintain muscle, let alone build new strength. But there's a catch: eating all your protein at dinner is like trying to fill a leaky bucket. Instead, divide your protein between 3 meals. Have Greek yogurt with breakfast, a palm-sized portion of fish at lunch, and lean meat or beans at dinner. Why does this matter for standing up? Your muscles can only use about 30 grams of protein at a time for repair. Space it out, and suddenly those sit-to-stand movements feel easier because your muscles actually have the building blocks they need. The surprising habit number 3, nighttime foot care. This was Martha's secret weapon. Every night before bed, she rolls a tennis ball under each foot for 2 minutes while watching TV. Seems unrelated? Here's the science. The nerves in your feet directly affect balance. As we age, these nerves become less sensitive. That's why many seniors feel wobbly even when their legs are strong. Rolling your feet wakes up these nerves, giving your brain better information to keep you steady when standing. Martha swears this simple habit made the biggest difference. It's like my feet remembered how to talk to my brain again, she told me. Try it tonight, you might be shocked at tomorrow's improvement. Real-life proof, Martha's transformation. When Martha first wrote to me, she needed both hands to push up from chairs and used a walker for anything beyond short distances. After 6 months of these habits plus our sit-to-stand exercises, she walks 2 miles daily, volunteers at the local library, and, my favorite part, can get up from the floor after playing with her great-grandkids. I didn't just regain mobility, she said. I regained my life. Now it's your turn. Start today with just one of these habits, maybe the alphabet toes or the tennis ball massage. Then come back and tell me in the comments which one you tried and what differences you notice. I read every single story you share, and nothing makes me happier than hearing about your victories, big and small. If this video helped you, do me a favor, tap that like button so YouTube shows it to more seniors who need these tips. And subscribe if you haven't yet, because next week I'm sharing a shocking discovery about a common medication that secretly weakens leg muscles in 70% of seniors. You won't want to miss it. Remember, friends, aging isn't about losing strength, it's about using the strength you have in smarter ways. And from what I'm seeing in comments from viewers like you, the best years are still ahead. Now go show that chair who's boss.